Of course, that part is cut off. He never got to say it.
帰るための方法と言っていたな。肝心なところがなかったけど。
Well, the only way now is to placate Sachiko. Of course, they don't know that. They need that information from Ayumi Yoshiki.
続きあるかも。ゆかちゃん見つけたらテープも探してみよう。
Yeah, so we're gonna try to find the other tapes.
だな。よし。別館へ行く方法を探そう。
Yeah, I need to get the second building.
ダメだ。このカメラ、テレビにくっついて離れない。
そう。持ち歩けたらテープすぐ見られるのにね。
Yeah, that sucks. Alright. We're the other couple now. I'm joking that Yoshiki and Ayumi are not that kind of couple, though. Satoshi Naomi, though. The camcorder is stuck at the top of the TV, but try as you might, you can't seem to remove it. There's a notebook inside the cabinet. Notice, confinement tour has been cancelled. The safety of the confined students could not be guaranteed. Apologize to those who have already been confined. I pray for your continued good health. Every day up to November 18, 1975, march over the next. The cabinet below the sink is ajar, but there doesn't seem to be anything inside. It's an old beat-up kettle. It's an old space heater that's seen better days.
Sa っきの大揺れ、やはりただの地震じゃなかったようだな。
また空間が変な風にくっついたり離れたりしたの
かもな。とにかく動いてみよう。慎重にな。
あ、サトシ、ちょっと待って。背中、服に木くずが刺さってる。
Their skeletal remains sprawled out across the floor. Hasekawa Shiho. But you are thinking what I'm thinking. If you look at the gap, that looks like across from where we were before, but I'm not 100% sure. Hasegawa Shiho, Tendo Senior High School, immobilized when tendons and legs were snipped, bled out, age 16. Yeah, sucks. I know. Okay, that's the neck. Yeah, we were here earlier. Their skeletal remains sprawled across the floor. I wanted to get this Himonia Kyosuke. Cotton trap and ripped arm from body. Bled out, age 17, from Tendo High School. The second year. stop you from going there. No entry. Trespassers will be expelled. Think about your futures. Something about City Garba is watching you. All of Japan is watching you. Down with trespassing. Entry into the Empire. Okay. Expulsion to all trespassers. Interesting. The notices are different too, of course. A large door covered in protective charms from virtually every organized religion and pagan belief system. It's been nailed shut. Nice. Strange but true. Stories of the occult. Chasing down the hidden past of the cursed school building. Part 3 by Kibiki Cole.
大変なことになってしまった。私は今、オカルト研究の歴史が一変する世紀の瞬間に立ち会っている。今私がどこにいるか説明をして、果たして読者諸子にはご理解いただけるだろうか。驚く中で私は今呪われた学びや天神小学校、その校舎の中にいるのだ。私の有能なる助手、読者にもおそらく名の知れた佐榎木奈穂君。霊界に精通している彼女の心霊調査により明らかになった。霊場との接触方法がある。
I wonder if this was what he was writing while he was in the middle of exploring the place.
私はもう一人の助手、カメラマンの田口君と二人でその方法を行い、すでに存在しない学校に生きた人間としての禁忌に足を踏み入れた。このまま記事とともに映像も残そうと思う。まずは手当たり次第に調査する。
Right, which is what they did.
次回記事にて我々がどうなっているのか、この学校の真相が解けるのか。私も非常に楽しみで仕方がない。こうなったらとことん行く。期待して待っていてほしい。一度ここで筆を置く。私自らが証拠を携えて霊界と通じる生き証人になってみせよ
う。Yeah, he wanted recognition at all costs, it seems. In the way he wanted. Because remember, he was so excited about recognition.
ナオさんの師匠、オカルト作家兼
Oh, Ayumi knows who he is.
猟奇事件ルポライターの響先生も。
I think she just says investigative reporter. Keep cool.
本当にここに来ていたんだわ。嫌な言い方だけれど、ナホさんの方が売れっ子になっていたし。起死回生を狙って特ダネをつかみにここに来たのね。
Yeah, recognition once again.
あの死んだ魚みたいな目した女子、師匠なんていたのか。
ナホさんもケビキ先生もはっきりとここに来たって言っている。
So they know how to get in here and get out.
青い霊魂の話では自動霊の呪いで監禁されているってことだったし、児童ユキちゃんの霊は連れてきているのは自分たちじゃないって。
Right. Even the spirits are mistaken.
だったらやっぱり幸せの幸子さんに失敗したからだわ。
Right, the charm. They had to come in here willingly, or they come in here manually.
私たちがここに連れてこられたのは幸子さんを怒らせたせい。
Right. You didn't do it right.
あの時ちゃんとナホさんのブログの指示通りに
Oh.
おまじないに成功していれば。
Ayumi knows that they came in here because of that.
篠崎
So she's blaming herself for not setting it up correctly. But someone... Oh well.
私はただみんなずっと一緒に友達でいられると思ったから。
Right.
まさかこんなに失敗リスクが高いなんて思うわけないじゃない。
You don't have to blame yourself. You wouldn't have known. But of course she's blaming herself.
ただのおまじないで普通じゃないよ。こんなことになったって。
篠崎抱え込むな。こんなもん誰が予測できるって言うんだ。
Yeah, no one could have known.
みんな
Yeah, she feels responsible even though she shouldn't.
鈴本さん、篠原さん。
Wait, how do you know about Seiko though? Why does she mention Seiko? She knows, of course, we know Mayu, how Mayu died, but they shouldn't know that.
私のせいだ。
I don't remember them being told about Seiko though. How does she know that?
篠崎
It feels like a big, that feels like a mistake too of the writer. Like she shouldn't know about Seiko yet. She should only know about. I wonder if it's because you're supposed to discover that later, or like that. Read that article later, and I went.
サトシと中島じゃないかあれ。
Oh, I wonder if you're supposed to find out here, and then you go left, and then you read the article, and then you think about Seiko.
やっぱり多重空間が解消したんだ。行こう。
おいサトシ中島よしき篠崎お前ら無事だったのか。
Yeah, Satoshi still calls Ayumi Shinozaki. I forgot if we heard that before, but this also confirms that they're not quite as close as Naomi and Satoshi are. Still on last name basis. Just like Yoshiki is.
委員長、よかった。会いたかったよ。
Yeah, she calls her class rep too, so they're still not extremely close either. But they're friends though. That doesn't mean you're not. Just means you're not best friends, but you're friends. It's kind of interesting.
私も本当どうしようかと思った。
よしき。あくんつえな、お互い。
Yeah. Anyway, time to exchange information.
鈴本さん。
篠原が冗談だろ。
Right. Now that's how come she knows. Okay. Now it makes sense. I just went to the wrong side. Read the article too early, basically. So there's a little bit of a little bug there where you're allowed to read the article before you find this out. Poor Naomi, she has to relive it by remembering it again. And of course, Satoshi and Naomi now know what happened to Mayu.
くそ。さっきまで。ついさっきまで笑ってたじゃないかよ。
Yeah, I'm sorry, Satoshi. Yeah, they have to find out too.
みんな。みんな。
Yeah, he's like everyone in Japanese. But I mean, he's basically like, why did this happen to everyone?
なんでだよ。
Why? Ayumi, I wonder if it's the blood.
とにかく
Or just a realization.
これ以上誰も死なないで。委員長としての命令よ。
He's still talking to them as a class rep.
篠崎。
He's trying to have them not give up hope.
宍戸先生と森重くんとゆかちゃんを見つけて。
Those are the last three we have unaccounted for. Yuka's being followed by Sachiko, but maybe she will live. I don't know what'll happen with Woshige. He's probably lost his mind, having figured out what happened to Mayu. And we still haven't seen Yui Sensei yet. We don't know. She's been missing so far.
ここから帰るんだから。
ああ。もちろんだ。
Yeah, of course.
いい。殺害犯は幸子よ。出会ったら気をつけてね。
Yeah, now that's very key information. So Ayumi has given them things like watch out for the girl in the red dress.
奈穂さんやゆきちゃんの話では殺害犯幸子の懺悔を引き出すことができれば殺された3人が自動的に条例されてこの校舎を包んでいる例示場が開き元の世界へ帰れるかもしれないってことよ。
赤い服の幸子か。
And by the way, if you're wondering who the VA for Sachiko is, it's Otani Ikue. And if you're wondering what other roles that voice actress has done, you might know a little yellow mouse that's very famous around the world in a game full of people that use the power of those animals to make their world run or to battle. And you may also know her as a little cat in a different game that we've already streamed on this stream before. So, if you can guess which two of those characters are, you'll get a brownie point. But I'll reveal it pretty soon. Don't worry, I won't leave you guys hanging. Maybe in a bit.
どうすれば懺悔なんてさせることができるんだ。
I know. How do we do that part?
だよね。あなたたちのさっきの話、逆打ち法について聞かせてくれる？
Didn't get anything though.
このテープで帰るための方法みたいに言っていたんだけどね。肝心のところで切れてたんだ。
Yeah, that sucks.
テープを変えるって言って終わってるから、きっと続きがあると思うの。響って人の取材テープみたいで。響先生の？
Ayumi knows.
うん。この方法さえ分かれば、これ以上霊とかに関わらなくて済むし。
Right.
条例とかより簡単そうだし。だけど、それじゃあ根本的な解決にならないよ。
Right.
条例法、私に逆打ちじゃない方をナホさんが教えたの。
Yeah, Naho said they have to be put to rest. It's kind of interesting. Whereas Kibiki thinks you can just get out and get in.
この恐ろしい呪いの拡大を止めてほしいと考えているからだわ。
Right. Ayumi is like, but shouldn't we solve the problem in the first place? End this cycle.
この学校をこのままにしておくと、これからもずっと。
Even Ayumi feels sorry for the kids too.
たくさんの子たちがここに閉じ込められて、無ごく死んでいくんだよ。
Right, exactly. This curse that will yeah, she's just thinking more students will end up this way too. As well. She already feels sorry for everyone who entered here.
そんなの、ただの高校生の私たちに何ができるっていうのよ。
Naomi's like, can we even fix this though?
幸子に罪を後悔させるその方法をなんとか探るんだよ。なんで最初から無理って決めつけてるわけ？
Ayumi's like, please, like, can you like at least give it a try?
私の話だからうさんくさいって？
Oh. Whoa.
そうじゃないけど。
とにかく協力して頑張ろう。俺たちは逆打ち法について探りながらゆかやみんなを探すから、ヨシキと篠崎はユイ先生たちを探してくれ。
おう。
Yeah. Satoji's like, oh, come on guys, we gotta work together.
揃ったらここに戻ってこよう。待ち合わせだ。
サトシ、これやるわ。
お？
なんか味方してくれた子供の霊からお前らに渡してやれって預かったんだ。
じゃあ委員長、気をつけてね。
Like, I mean, it's like, are they just... He's probably like upset. He's like, are they just really gonna just give up on the spirits here? Like he's just like, isn't that cruel?
中島さん、
Oh boy.
あんまり持田君に近づかないで。
Okay. Ayumi, I think you might be a little late on that one.
Oi, Shinozaki.
Ayumi's a little jealous. Well, Ayumi, you were already in the. You were already lost the running if you were interested in trying to become Satoshi's girlfriend, not boyfriend, the other way around.
おい、
何？
もうちょい力抜けよ。
Yeah, I think he says something like in Japanese, like you need to stop. You like not stop being discouraged or.
中島さんの学生証、幸子さんの切れ端も私そびれちゃった。
後で渡せばいい。問題ないだろう。何も。
市場を優先してクラスの人に暴言なんて、私委員長として失格だ。
She feels like she messed up.
篠崎あゆみ個人としては素直な反応だろう。
Yeah, no, you're just trying to. She just cares about the spirits here.
俺がお前の立場でもああ言うと思うぜ。
So she's like, you didn't say anything wrong.
そう？
多分。
Yoshiki. He's very nonchalant kind of guy.
なんか気楽になった。ありがとう。
おう。
Look at him. I love he's like, oh, yeah.
確かに今幸子に出会っても懺悔させる方法なんて思いつかないし、ゆい先生を探して逆打ちでもいいから、とにかくみんなで帰ろう。
おう。
Oh, sorry. You are now following multiple parties. You may only directly control one party at a time, however. If you wish to switch from one party to the other, you may do so at will by stepping on one of the many pentagrams scattered throughout the school building. Ooh, it's time, my friends. This part of the game was actually in the original version. So, I should have linked that video, but I'll link it in Discord later. There's a channel called Basement Brothers who covers PC 98 games, and Corpse Party was made on the PC 98, the first version of it. It was very different. The story was quite different. But there was a section of the game that is like this, where you have to control two parties and switch between them using the pentagrams. So in this new version, we get to do it as well. The story is quite different, so don't worry if you watch that video. I've already seen it, and I can tell you the story is quite different there in that video too. So yeah, we will switch with the pentagrams. We'll read that. Let me save that we've done all this.